The Sportsman's Table is brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. Whether you live in South Carolina or coming to vacation, make sure you're purchasing South Carolina-grown farm products. Make sure your food is South Carolina certified. It's a matter of taste.
Folks, welcome in on this week's edition of the Sportsman's Table. We're here at the beautiful campus of Horry Georgetown Tech at the International Culinary Institute here in beautiful Myrtle Beach. And joining me is a guy that, well, he really needs no introduction, but Chef Ed Dombrowski from Lee's Farm in Murrells Inlet. Ed, it's always a pleasure to have you back,
absolutely.
my friend. Huh?
Thank you. Good to see you again.
You got a special fish recipe for
I
me
do.
today. Okay.
Henry from Seven Seas, one of our neighbors where we get all our seafood from, he called me up, says we got some great triggerfish, so we're going to do a triggerfish pan-seared with some salsa.
Wow.
Nice refreshing
okay.
dish.
All
so
right.
how we're going to start is we're going to pan-sear some triggerfish fillet, throw a little bit of salt on it,
I got you.
and put it in a hot pan with oil.
Now, how long are you going to sear this? Because
Okay.
you know a lot of people ask,
Yep.
and you don't overcook the meat.
Exactly. This one here is about 8 ounces, so I'm going to do it about 2.5 to 3 minutes per side.
I got
and
you.
I'm going to set it aside and let it rest while I make the sauce.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, there ain't nothing better than the finer sound
Exactly.
than fish simmering
That's
on
right.
the stove.
And it's real simple because all the sauce is going to be or all the flavor is going to be in that sauce.
Yeah.
So we're just doing oil and salt right now.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to get that a little crispy over there. Now we're going to turn it over and let it finish off like that.
Oh, wow.
And another couple minutes, and then it'll be done, and we'll just set it aside while we're finishing everything else up.
I got you. All right, fish, it's all done.
Yep.
So what's next?
All right, now we're going to make a pan sauce, and it's going to be a tomato and butter based sauce. So we're going to start with garlic.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Spice
And
of
then
life.
you know me, I like my shallots.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
You know, and whether it's early in the morning or late in the evening, that garlic will absolutely wake you up.
It's unbelievable. I love that smell. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay, we got that going there. Now I'm going to add tomatoes. I took some real small grape tomatoes.
Yeah.
And we're going to add that up until they start breaking down.
Ah, all
Okay.
certified SC.
Oh, absolutely. Everything here.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we got that going. See, that aroma is unbelievable.
It is. Ed.
Okay. So now I'm going to add a little bit of fresh basil.
Ooh.
A little bit of color in the dish, give it a little bit more flavor.
You know, Ed, I have to tell you, I've never told you this, but this is a kind of a message for your dad out there, okay?
Okay.
Skeeter, who owns Lee's Farm down in Murrells Inlet, you are absolutely overutilized and underpaid.
Thank you.
You know that?
I appreciate
know.
that.
Skeeter, remember that.
That's right.
Raise this boy's paycheck, okay?
All right.
No,
Thank you. I like that. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some cold butter in there.
Ah, okay.
Okay. This is going to start getting that sauce nice and creamy.
Now, you know, over the years, I know you've owned several restaurants up in, what, Jersey?
No, actually in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, in Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta,
Okay,
yep.
all right.
So see how you got that? See, it's getting nice and creamy there. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to add in we got some sweet potatoes in from Dixon Farms out of Aner.
Yeah.
So what I did was I actually made gnocchi, which is sweet potato gnocchi. So it's sweet potato and flour made that. So we're going to add a little bit of that to it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, little fall kind of flavors.
And folks, you want a copy of Ed's recipe, it'll be on our website, bobredfern.com, and just go to the Sportsman's Table, and it'll be right there. You can see the video, and you can write down the recipe.
That's right. Now we're just going to put a little squirt of some lemon.
And oh, by the way, when you're over at the beach, you need to come on down to Lee's Farm in Murrells Inlet. It's right down the road on 17.
That's right. All right, and that sauce is all done. We're going to be ready to plate now.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, fish, it's ready. I got the sauce.
Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. I made some roasted corn and muscadine salsa.
Oh, really?
So it's a nice fresh dish.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's got some red onions and some cilantro. Ooh. So we're going to put that as a bed for our fish.
Gosh, muscadines, man.
Yeah, I love it. It's muscadine season right now.
See, you can do more with muscadines besides wine.
Exactly. There's, people make wines and jams and stuff like that, but there's so much more you can do with it. All right, so we got that there. Then I took some South Carolina field peas.
Yeah.
And I made a field pea puree.
Oh, wow.
We're going to put a little bit of that on there.
Oh, man. Oh,
Okay.
man.
And now we're going to put the fish on top of the salsa.
Oh, goodness.
And
Gosh.
now we're going to spoon on this phenomenal sauce.
You got it?
Yep,
All right,
got it.
man. Ooh, look at it here.
Oh yeah, this is just
Oh, man.
absolutely wonderful.
Just look at that butter.
Butter and the colors. You know, you got the fall flavors here. It's refreshing, and you got these fall flavors with the sweet potato. So that's kind of like your starch there.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Oh gosh, Ed, that is just
Absolutely.
That is fantastic.
So that's our trigger fish with the roasted corn and muscadine salsa.
I have to thank you again. It's
you.
always a pleasure to have you on here.
Appreciate
Listen,
it.
Skeeter, pay this guy more money, okay? He ain't getting enough. Well, folks, with that, log on to CertifiedSC.com and see what's fresh on the menu. And remember, buy South Carolina. We'll be right back here again next week on another great recipe on the Sportsman's Table.
To find out more information on supporting local South Carolina farmers and their products, visit CertifiedSC.com. It's a matter of taste.